Hey guys, today's Sunday and it's also my last day in Paris, and I'm here at the river. And something I picked up on during my time at the incubator is that sort of this idea of doing like death rituals on Sundays, which is sort of like a letting go ritual. And we would come together, would clean the house, and then we would also like just make space for the death of the previous week and honoring the ending of that and making space for like the week coming forward. So yeah, it's like my end of my time in Paris, and I have some flowers that I want to drop in the river as like a little grieving death ritual. So I'm gonna film it. And I also found that like all of these weekly death rituals and moments of grief was really good for me. I feel like I have been needing to do a lot of goodbyes and haven't honored that in my life. Like I move on, I move somewhere, I travel, I go elsewhere, and then I haven't been like making space to honor the fact that like a part of me might feel sad about this, and also that like other people might feel sad about me leaving. Like for some reason this was not really like the sun was not really something that I like had made space for, or like yeah, just not honored. And I think it's something that I didn't know I had to honor, but like I now feel like when I make space to honor the sadness and the grief, or like the parts of me that feel sad and grieve and like didn't want to leave, or like wanted some more space to say goodbye, like that is, it like built up in me over time, and I didn't even realize that it built up in me over time. But recently I was like, wow, like I have so much, I was like I have like 10,000 goodbyes in me. And during my time at the incubator I managed to sort of like bring that down to like 8,000 goodbyes or something, just like through a lot of like crying and like putting it into the ground and letting it take me. So I feel like some amount of like titration has happened of this build up of sorrow or grief inside of me. It's a really good practice to figure out what works for you, because I think everyone can have like built up emotions of some kind, whether it's anger or sadness or whatnot. And like I think of the meme of like the china cabinet with all of the china plates, that like if you try to like open the door, all of that china is gonna come crashing down. And it's like, okay, like that's why you have some like load bearing belief or like way of functioning that like doesn't allow you to even like open that door. But what you could do instead, or what I like to do, is sort of like imagine this like water cooler of sorts, where you can like one of those like sports soccer game water cooler tap things, where you can just titrate a little bit of the water out, and that like slowly over time allows you to release some of that suffering or grief that you hold inside of you. It's almost like having like a side door in this cabinet, china cabinet, and like taking out like one of those plates and doing that like a little over time. It actually does work. So yeah, today I wanted to do a death ritual. The river sand is beautiful. I really like how it is like this milky green color. In one of my favorite books, Recognitions by Gaddis, there's like this funny excerpt where it's actually based off of a true event, but a girl drowned in the river Seine, and when they pulled her out, she looked really like beautiful. Like her skin and her like she like had her eyes closed and people compared her to like the Mona Lisa or something. But ever since I read that excerpt, and then there's like a whole craze where like women in Paris were like trying to do like their skincare routines to like fit that look, like the drowned girl aesthetic, which I thought was hilarious, and it stuck with me, and that's why I was really like excited to see the river and be like, wow, like I don't know, what a funny story, what a funny anecdote. So yeah, there's a bunch of nice things wrapped up in this, but I will do my little ritual and say goodbye to my time here.